Welcome back. So now we'll be dealing with this section here. Now it's told us that this section has two divs. This div for this image and this div for this um drop down here. But I said we're going to copy something similar, not exactly the same. We're going to copy something similar from Bootstrap. So first of all, in our HTML file, I add the third section with an ID of collapse containing two divs. That's the comment I have here. Okay, let me shift up. Okay, so I had the third section now with an ID of collapse, and it will contain two divs. So I'm going to paste the first one. This is the section. The section has an ID of collapse. I just got the name based on based on this. This is a collapse option. So it toggles, it opens, collapses. So you can give it any ID name you like. Actually, it doesn't have to be collapse. Inside the section, I have my okay. The first div contains an image element. So this is the first div now. This is the first div. I gave it a class of drop down, and I'm sure I gave the second div also the class of drop down. So I gave this first div, an ID of drop down as well. Inside it, I have an image with the alt text, and this is the image link src. By the way, I downloaded it, this particular one. Right click, I downloaded it. I've shown us how to download already, so I was able to save the image on my own laptop. I renamed it, and when I inspected their codes from my DevTools, I just copied their alt text as well. So I just copied the whole thing. The only thing I changed was the src is now personalized. So that is the only thing we have inside that div. Then the second div contains an accordion element from Bootstrap. So I have the div ID of drop down 2. This one is ID of drop down. This one drop down 2. They have the same class. So we're going to have to paste our. Now let's first go to Bootstrap and see what the accordion looks like. Here we have. So let's scroll down under, I think, components. Let me see here. Under components, accordion is the first one. Remember, like I said, we are not achieving exactly what they had, but we can still have something relating to it, something close, something similar. So I think Bootstrap has something like that, and it's called accordion. So let's see how the accordion works. The accordion uses collapse internally to make it collapsible. So let me look at, and this is just similar to what I have. Can you see? It's closed like this. Once I click, it opens, and then I toggle, it closes, it collapses back. The same with every other, every one of them. So that is just what the accordion, Bootstrap accordion element looks like. Scrolling down, I'm sure there are probably a few, let me see, other options. Okay, just little differences. So if we're going to copy, I've talked about the accordion in my Bootstrap video already. So I believe you're familiar, or you probably should have practiced it. Or I know it should not be new to you. So just copying the code, click here, you copy the whole code, and then of course you're going to have to paste it inside here. But then when you paste it, oh sorry, all right, I edited the content to fit into my desired project, because if I just copy and paste it, what I'm going to have is just what we have here. I will just have everything here. But like I said, Bootstrap elements are editable, so I can edit the name, edit every of this thing, the content inside. So now I paste everything, and it's quite big. It's quite big. It's quite big. So, but I've edited the content to fit into my desired project. I changed the H1. Why choose WhatsApp? In fact, there was no H1 there before. I had to add the H1 element myself, and that is this guy here. Why choose WhatsApp? It didn't come with it, but I added it to it myself. Why choose WhatsApp? And then let's scroll down. These are the other things. Okay, the text. meet customers where they already are. And I just edited everything. Let's see. So having edited everything, I changed the text, and then once you click, there's a text inside as well. I ensure that I also did that. Remember, we at the beginning we connected our page to Bootstrap using their link and their script tags. So with copying that, I think that is the end of the second div and the end of the section. We've copied the image, and now the second div we've copied our Bootstrap accordion. So that is obviously the end of the second div and the end of the whole section. So let's save now and see what we have on our browser. The image and they will all be looking funny, I'm sure. Whether it's looking bigger than we need, or it's looking smaller than we need. But I'm going to refresh my page and let's see what we have after refresh. Okay, the fact that we're fetching some of these things from an external site, and of course, remember, you need internet. Without internet, you cannot fetch these things. So you need internet. So I'm fetching them because I have internet, and that's why it will take more time to load. Now, this is the image. The size is looking fair, just a bit bigger. Why choose WhatsApp? Look at our accordion. It takes over the whole page. I mean, that is not what we want. This is how it is from Bootstrap anyway. I click and have the content. WhatsApp Business Solution give you the power to connect with customers through messaging. All right, this video, I'm not an ambassador of WhatsApp. I'm not trying to publicize WhatsApp. I just stormed into the site and I just felt it was a good one to use for this project. So the second one is also working. It's scroll down, collapse it. The third one as well. I click, let's scroll down. Um, okay, come on, don't hang. Okay, so here is it, and we can also collapse it. Just that, of course, it's taking the whole page, but we're going to adjust every of that using CSS. So I think we've written the HTML code for this section. Now in the next section, it's this very short one. There's not much to write there, just this few things. So the next section, we're going to have these success stories and have everything nested. See you in the next video.